Hey, everybody. Hello, hello. I'm Terry Luongo, and welcome to the weekly Team Up uh, gathering every Monday night. We've been doing this every Monday night for 28 years, and I love being with you. You're my favorite people. And tonight, we've got a double header for you. It is definitely Team Up Sizzle night. And I'm excited because these next speakers blew my hair back in Waco, Texas, a couple weeks ago. But I'm going to ask Amy Hopkins to introduce them because Amy did the legwork and said, "We want you on our call." Go ahead, Amy.
Terry, thank you and team. I'm super excited for our call tonight because we have two incredible women with us. We have Lori Kendal, NMD, and Jan Brown, QSSC, and they're going to pour into us tonight their wisdom, their joy, and their simplicity when it comes to building events. I first saw them, like Terry and many on this call, at the Waco Bootcamp, and let me tell you, their presentation was fire. It was fun, it was uplifting, it was full of faith and humor. And more importantly, they really do give a clear path on for creating effective events that truly impact your business. And what noticed about Lori Kendal and Jan Brown is they kind of embody a phrase that we hear in our community often, where we tell each other to lock arms and do this life together. And they have really created something beautiful in this presentation. So let's lean in, let's take notes, let's get ready to be encouraged. And I welcome Jan and Lori to the call. Thank you, ladies.
Hey, you
Thank
guys,
you.
I'm gonna share some slides right here. Let me see, where's the play button? Oh, good. Okay, so we are talking about, there we go, building events. And I just want to kind of give you a little background is that last summer, and this was mostly because Jan said, hey, I want to go after that incentive. And it was where we were going to do 20 events during the summer. And I don't know, she's in my downline, and I just thought, oh my gosh, how can I tell her, yes, go for it, and if I don't try to do it myself, so it kind of really put me in my place. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do this too. But of course, I knew I was going to be making it harder for both of us, because all the events that she does, I go to, all the ones I do, I mean, we do it together. So now we're talking 40 events that we had to do last summer. So we did learn a lot. I mean, there were some takeaways. We learned that the fruit of your labor it doesn't always come right away. Sometimes it's down the pipeline, and sometimes that's discouraging, especially when you're putting this many events on. You're like, okay, do I feel anything happening? I don't know, but we just kept on going because we committed to doing it, which was great. But eventually we found out, hey, you know what? Our paychecks did go up. So who knew, right? That you do events, your paycheck goes up. I don't know. It's not rocket science, but to us, it was kind of like a big light bulb moment. And I'm going to brag on Jan. Jan got into POB in the fall for 2 months in a row, so she got the bonus. So that was huge. And then I was able to get enough points together to do the Build to Last incentive that the company had, that I got to attend. So today we're going to show you how to build an event your way, and really how to create a rhythm that will work for you.
Wow. Wow. When you look at that, that is a list of events that Lori made up as she was sitting at her kitchen counter. And I know that you all look at this and go, what? And I look at this and go, what? And the truth is, you do it one event at a time, and you do it as it works in your schedule. For example, if you're at a park with a group of mommies, that's where you do your event. So this is just a overwhelming, huge list of opportunities for you to have for events.
I love that. For me, I get excited when I see that, and some people may feel anxiety. So that's what we're going to kind of help you with today. And a lot of people requested this slide, so make sure you take a screenshot. Okie doke. Who has been to Chipotle? I think about everybody probably on this call. And we're going to build our event just like you go through Chipotle. So what do? You go in and they ask you questions and you make choices and you do baby steps until at the end you've got yourself a burrito. Okay, so how do you even begin? We found that most events are or can be made up of 5 different components, and we're going to go through each of these options and to build your event. And then at the end, we're going to put it all together into kind of like a cheat sheet that you can use to actually create your event.
The open. I love this time when you're having an event because what it does is set the tone for how the event's going to go. It creates the welcoming atmosphere for some kind of learning, some kind of change. And you can start with smoothies at the door or a tasting bar as people come in. A lot of times we use icebreakers because not everybody knows one another. This is a community event where some people will know me, some will know Lori, I've had people at my house that we didn't even know how they got there, but it worked out.
That's true. Or people say, I've been to your home, and you're like, you have?
Yeah. Woo!
That happens.
Yes. Uh, you always want to thank people for taking the time to show up. You've put some effort into having this event, but the truth is it's not an event unless you have people that show up. So make sure you welcome them and thank them for showing up and being a part of whatever's going to happen tonight. And I always make it almost like it's a surprise, like I don't even know what's going to happen. And even though it's got a real method to my madness. And then share stories. We always have somebody sharing either their product story or business story or both.
And for this one, though, I think it's more like the host. The host, whoever's hosting, kind of shares a short version of their story, not the long version, just as they're kind of welcoming.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The
Okay. It's been a while since we covered this.
elevator, yeah, the elevator speech.
Yes, yes. Okay, so then the protein part is the kind of the educational component, and there's many different places that you can get great education. One thing, watch parties, I think, are really kind of they're kind of really popular right now, and I think it's because corporate are doing a lot more calls than they used to do. So it's great that you can just invite people over to your home. And so like the corporate prospect call that they have every month on the second Thursday, they take care of all of that for you, all of the educational part. You could have a speaker. It could be you. It could be your sponsor, or maybe you have a friend who's a nutritionist that you want to come to your home or to your event and share. You can share video. We have plenty of resources, right? We've got the new on-the-go board, and there's resources in there. And then also you can do a slide presentation. You can find those also in boards, and also, I can't read what's underneath there because of all our faces and I can't move it.
It's the guidebook boards.
Oh, the guidebooks. Yeah, there's lots of guidebooks in there that you can use as slides to cover all of that. So you don't have to know everything, which is great.
Yeah, that was very important because I didn't know anything in the beginning. But anyway, I love that Lori gave me heart because I do believe that telling people about health and nutrition is one thing. Inspiring them with your story is a whole nother level of of connecting with them. And I think connecting and community is the heart of any event that we do. And again, people will pick up if this is important to you. So, like I said, have a product story, a reset story, a business story. We've done circle sharing where, just I ask a question like, you know, what does health and wellness mean to you? You know, I love Jeff Kendall's response, and his is he wants to be a grandfather skiing behind a boat that his grandson or daughter is driving. And that is what wellness and well-being means to him. It means something different to everyone. And then, of course, celebrate and shine a light. I had one of my new partners had just gone through cancer treatments, and she had a success story after 6 months on Juice Plus. And so I just randomly said, hey, would you share that with the group? And it was so heartfelt and powerful. Um, Again, it moves people to want to be a part of the group.
Okay, and then the close. Okay, the beans can make or break your burrito, right? So closing well is key. And this is usually the time when we will, share any special offers. We'll talk about healthy starts. This is from May. So we had the heat up your earnings and join in June incentives. And then we always tell them what's coming up next, what our next event is. We invite them to our Facebook group. We invite them to do the reset with us. And then, of course, asking for the sale. I mean, we've got to do that. It's so many times, and I'm guilty too. Like we would have an event and we'd be like, okay, and there's order forms there, and we would just kind of like just leave it. And you go to all this work of having the event, building community, it's okay to ask for the sale. And I think people expect it anyways. So I'm going to show you, this is the ABC close. And usually I'll say, A, B, or C, and it usually is based on joining the community, become a customer or a partner. And you guys can take a screenshot of that. I'm not going to read all the way through it, but that's just some verbiage to help you to get to close it out if you're not sure about how to close an event.
And then the fun. And again, Lori gave me I think the good parts, because fun is what I like to do when we have an event. We do workshops where we actually talk about what we're going to do and then actually put it together and do it. We do demos where we show them how to make something and give them instructions so they can go home and make it for themselves. And then the potluck is something that we always start with. And it's so, I think, important because it gets them thinking about community, gets them thinking about being together, having a healthy meal together. And everyone brings something to the event. So once a month, we have a potluck at my house, and we've been doing it for about 3 years.
Okay, so here's your handy dandy cheat sheet. What we normally do is we say, okay, we're going to have an event, and we will be like, okay, what part of the open do we want to cover? And we may not do every column here, right? But it just helps us to, I think we always have ideas of how, okay, we're supposed to do an event, but I have not seen too many people like actually tell you, how do you do that? I mean, how do you actually put it together? They just say, go have an event. Okay. And here's, have a salad in a jar, have a this, and you're still kind of confused as to what you should do. So hopefully this will help you guys. Now we're going to go over 3 quick examples and how we use it. This first one is the corporate prospect call, which is the second Thursday. I already talked about that, the watch party. So I've highlighted the things that we focused on our watch party that we had. And the part in green is the part that corporate does, which is great because I open it, I show, we watch the video together, we have a discussion, I help with, like asking for the sale at the end. Pretty simple.
And that was a good one because out of the picture, I had 2 people that signed up from that event. And then now coffee chat is again something that we have on the calendar and we do every Thursday, no matter what. And in fact, you're looking at the video, and the video was the Thursday after our conference. And I brought samples of the new superfood to make right at the coffee in the little restaurant that we go to. And then, we told stories about how I had started using it, how some people were drinking it hot, different things like that. We told them it was a special offer and what was next. And that's kind of how that event went.
I love it. Jan and I have been doing coffee chats 4 years. So since you've been in, but Danette and I, we started them 13 years ago and we've been doing them. Like it's to us, it's so valuable because there's no real agenda. It's like just whatever pops up, whatever comes naturally, that's how it is. But it's a great way to introduce people to our community.
And then Come to the Table. And Come to the Table has taken on a personality of its own. We have, look at that. I look at this and I go, oh my gosh. We have done Restart. We have done making sauerkraut, making sourdough pizza. I went to North Idaho and taught a group of ladies how to make refrigerator pickles. It's just something that's healthy that we can tie in, have a potluck, bring people together, and people want to come. I mean, this month we're doing fasting, and the list is long, Lori, of people who have already said yes.
Awesome. Okay, so now you've heard kind of the events that we normally do, and I'm going to show you the rhythm that we have when you put all of this together. So boot camps are popping up all over the United States, right? So if you don't have one near you, go on a road trip. Go find one. They are so worth it. They're small. They're just, I don't know. I get so much out of it. It's different than conference. I mean, they're both important, but I just love, it has more of a family feel to it for me. So we just had this in June in Texas. And then we have our weekly coffee chats that we invite people to. And like I said, there's no agenda. It's very laid back. Sometimes Juice Plus is not even mentioned. I mean, that's just how it is. From there, we have the monthly watch party that we are rotating at different people's homes the second Thursday of every month. And then from that, we invite people to, like, which is 2 weeks later, to Jan's Come to the Table party. And then we keep repeating this until we get to Indy. So, and that's been working for us. We do throw in other events, but we know that these are on the calendar. Our team knows they can schedule, they can write, open their calendar through the end of the year and put all of these in, and everybody knows that's what we're doing. So it makes it's great for the people that like to attend. They know it's always, the Come to the Table is always the, fourth Thursday of the month. So, okay.
Yep. Woo!
Anyways,
Here we are.
that is us. I do want to say that every single event that we've had has had a ripple effect. And you guys probably know this, you've been doing events, and, it may be in one of these rooms that it was someone's first yes of coming to an event, or their first yes of ordering Juice Plus, or maybe it was the moment they felt like they belonged, right? Or they started turning their health around. Or maybe some people found their passion. They joined you on this mission. So we encourage you to create your event, put it on the calendar, and be consistent and watch what grows.
Yep.
Yay. Wow. Wow. I love this cycle. I loved it when I saw it, several weeks ago in Waco. And now that I'm seeing it again, man, you've got nuggets in there. And when I took a list of I didn't do the screenshot, but when I looked at all the possible events that you guys have done, I mean, your level of creativity is unbelievable. Nourish to flourish. What a great topic. You know, you're come to the table.
Mhm.
Unbelievable. And I think Abby, you had a question about the coffee chat. What was that?
Oh, yeah, I just said, is your coffee chat, like that's every week, is that your community building event? Like you said, Lori, Juice Plus doesn't always come up. And then do you invite those people like to your next event?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah, most people, I mean, or they figure it out pretty quick what we do.
Because you guys are all, yes, you're all
they like-
together. There's
yeah, they
multiple.
like hanging out. It's usually Jesus and Juice Plus is what comes up. I mean, not gonna lie, that's what we talk about most of the time, or it could be
Yeah.
anything. But yeah, from that event, if we have something coming up, like especially come to the table because it's more of a workshop or demo. We definitely invite them from there. So it's a great way to just, I don't know, if you feel kind of icky about inviting people to events or you're not good at it, just having something that's it's truly about relationships. Start there. And then from there, it just keeps building. And it takes
Yep.
time. This is not a quick process. It takes time, but it's worth it.
But it's rich. It's
Mhm.
very rich. I mean, people who come, they keep coming and they bring other people and they
Yes.
say, hey, will you come to my house and do, you know, a workshop? And it's working.
Right.
It's growing.
I love it. It's just so beautiful. And you guys are the proof. This works. I mean,
I
this
am.
works. Your businesses are growing. And
Mhm.
this is so high touch. This is so caring. It's all about the people. This is
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
about the people. And
Yeah.
your businesses grow because, here's the deal. Both of you, and speaks probably most people in the Juice Plus world. We come from service and contribution. We come from how shall I serve? And when you
Mhm.
come from there, when you come from there, people sense how authentic you are and how genuine you are and how much you care about them. So
Yep.
from the bottom of my heart, God bless you, what you're doing, the work that you're doing. And thank you for sharing with the Juice Plus Team Up community. Does anybody have a quick question? Because then we're going to start putting everybody on silence everybody. And then please, Lori and Jan, if you guys want to stay for the next segment, hang out.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody have any questions?
No questions. Just want to thank you guys for making something
Super
really
inspirational.
inspiring and straightforward, and it's exciting. I love your
Good.
plan.
Yeah.
Y'all want to
then
go
we
to
have
Chipotle now, right?
Yeah, and we have this recorded, That's the best part. It's like, you don't know how to do an event. And I love the whole beginning about the burrito, and you guys are holding like a 50-pound burrito.
It's
It's so good. But the building it and the sharing, and then the beans at the end. What's a burrito without beans? That was so good. It was so classy. You guys are the best. All right. Well, we are 5 minutes away from our next call. Kathy, did you want to say something? You're muted, honey.
Do you want to stop the recording?
Yes, stop the recording.